band. Hello. Pull your arms down. Now we're going to start with the band coming in front of our nose and to our chest and also out wide. If you would like to add on, both heels can come up with your arms pulling down. Now as you do this, your knees are long and soft. The other thing that we're doing, hello, good morning. The other thing that we're doing is starting with that full breath. We're going to breathe in the nose. The belly, the ribs, and the heart or upper chest expand three-dimensionally if you can. Now as we're doing this, the shoulder blades are down the back, so what you're going to notice is your neck is free, or that's our goal, our neck is free. Good, as we are using our upper body and our arms above the head. Just take a couple more, we'll let everybody kind of come in and get warmed up. Very good. Now the band is going to go behind your upper back. I like to wrap a little bit of the loose ends a couple times so they're not dangling. Now bring your hands out. So you've got this push out. Now I'd like to offer that if you would like to add on, you can do calves, or if your knees are fine and you would like to add on a little bit more, at the same time that you push your arms out. We're also adding on the squat, which is heel heavy, chest forward. Good. And you can think about knees going in line with your second toe. And Karen, I see you're taking the calf option. That's great. I was thinking we want to, after your fall, we want to just make sure your knee's happy. All right, so you're also feeling your heart rate go up a little bit. And breathe in fully. Let's welcome these muscles, some blood flow, some oxygen, some work. And 3 more. And 2 more. And 1 more. Wonderful. Now a little bit more of a narrow squat or calf raise. I'm going to have us do 10 of these breaststrokes one way. So I want you to imagine you're swimming. Your hands are parallel to the floor. Let me get more band. So if it's too easy, grab more band. So it's just a little different squat position. 5, good. And your shoulders are still down the back. 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Now we're going to go out wide. So it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and good, Karen, that's the way to do it. Good. 5. And you guys know you can always take calf raises instead, or just focus on the upper body. Take 3 more, 2 more, and then take 1 more. Very good. And then I'm going to have us sit down with your band, and your challenge could be that you sit down without using your hands. So you can notice how I'm taking my legs down. Good. Push your feet out long. Take your band, or if you need a heavier band, you can grab it. Wrap your band in an X, and then walk your hands forward. All right, pull your elbows past your ribs. This is a great chance to practice your posture. And if your hips are feeling tight, it is just fine to be sitting up on a pillow. And you want your ear in line with your shoulder on this. Exhale. That's it. Now the breath, add that inhale through your nose. Let your elbows, go past your ribs. You're breathing in through your nose, belly, ribs, and chest. We don't get many chances during the day that we're thinking about a full breath, and that's what we're doing here while we do our movements. Exercise the muscles, the respiratory muscles as well. 2. And I want to start adding in a rotation. So when you're ready, you're going to pull one side only and turn to that side. Now we're waking up our upper back. We're practicing rotational flexibility as well. One arm gets all our attention. Your mind is on the muscles that you want to contract. I like how you're bringing the band back with control. You're not just letting it fling you forward. Right and left, alternating. Good. Right and left, alternating 4 more times. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, you're going to cross your rope still, but put your hands in the actual handles if you have them. If not, they're just closer to the ends. Let me turn to see you a little better, but this one's external rotation so that you can see me. It's not a huge motion, but it is so good for the exercises, the muscles that keep the shoulders from rounding. This is another posture exercise and shoulder health exercise. Good. Elbows are by your side. Spine is lifted, and you see your posture muscles are having to work endurance to keep us upright. And exhale. And exhale. Good. And while you're doing this, your neck is long. Your crown is tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to have us take the band out for just a moment. Our muscles got really warm for this rotational stretch when we did the rows, so we're going to go with that and stretch it. 5, 4, oh, good morning back. This feels so good. 3. Now inhale and open up your arms and go the other way. We're going to catch that leg and that floor and then add your rotation. Breathe in fully. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale. Now on the 1, we're going to come up without using our hands. So what you can do, you can sit up or you can put 1 foot behind, but somehow your challenge is to come up without your hands. That's it, the different ways. Grab a sip, and we're going to do a bicep curl with our bands next. This is a great muscle to have strong for lifting up items. You can put both heels if you feel like your band needs more tension. If you feel like it's too hard with 2 heels, the modification would be 1 heel in the middle. You're tall, you're bending your elbows, hands towards the shoulder, and you're lowering them with control. I'm going to even mine out just a little bit. Yes. You're tall the whole time. Neck is easy, knees are soft. And notice how we're trying to slow it on the way down. Let's take 10, 9, 8 more, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, knees soft, 2, 1. Really good, guys. All right, we're going to take the right foot only on the band. Now the right hand only has the band. Go out, there you go, and you're tall. If you could see your spine, it's straight up and down. And we're going to resist on the way down. It's a little bit of ab tone when you maintain your torso upright. Okay, that's pretty tough, so I'm going to give myself a little bit more. 7, good. 8, 9, there's that shoulder. 10, 11, 12, that should feel like your shoulder is getting warm. 13 and getting tired. Now 15 on the other side, so I'm going to change the foot that I'm standing on the band with, change the hand. Here we go. Out, and again, you just adjust. That's harder if you make the band shorter on that arm side. You're tall. Your head's back against an imaginary wall. So you're always training those muscles. Good. 8, little bit of tone here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now this is going to be more of a front raise, so go back to your original foot, stand on that band, the other foot, go forward. And you can always adjust. So I'm going to make it harder, making that band shorter. tall, breathing fully. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, front raise, 15. Shoulders are such an important muscle group to get strong. Let's switch it up. Here we go. Go forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, you're pretty long in the arm. 8, but there's a bit of a softness in the elbow. 9, yep, good. 10, I like that shakeout trick. That just kind of makes sure you're not holding excess tension anywhere in the body, the jaw, the glutes. Breathing. And nice job. Now, before we do another exercise for strength training, I want to give us a stretch for keeping those muscles long, lean, stretched out in the posture areas so that we have every support to be open. Shoulders are down the back. Now, we're going to do a little rotating. Yep. You can feel where you're tight. And then you can do that place more if you need. Flip your hand even. Ah, there's a good one. Inhale. Now the breath is filling up this side. You're maximizing that stretch when you add that breath. Now I'm going to cross my foot. If you feel like you're unstable or you need to keep your feet uncrossed, please do. Otherwise, let's add on. Here's that breath. Open up, breathe, inhale. 4, 3, 2. Now add that breath if you haven't already again right here. Inhale. That's a nice one. And then and then come up. Should feel good. Why don't we just do a little knocking on the door of life? Get rid of any tension that might be holding on. And let's add the tricep press with your Dynaband. It's going to be behind your head. So one hand is at your skull, one hand's at your lower back. All right, now exhale and push the top arm up. So you want to feel like your bottom arm is an anchor. You want to feel like you can lengthen your elbow up towards the sky. Neck is soft. 6, 7, 8. Oh, and if you feel like it's, you want to feel like you're resisting on the way back down, not just the push up, which is so tempting. So you get a workout on the push and on the return, the positive and the negative. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now what we'll do is switch the hand that's high, switch the hand, now this one's low, it's an anchor. The top hand, elbow, does the extending. 2, 3, I caught my hair. All right, 4, there's a little rib tuck. 5, 6, now we're breathing fully. 7, back of the arm. 8, it's so important. If we were to fall, it's usually what catches us. 10, it gets us out of low chairs. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, good. 16, 17, 18, 19, and then 20. Excellent. Now we're going to release that. I'm going to have us go to the floor. Try to do it without any hands. So any way you want to. Grab a sip. We're going to be doing a chest press. So it's like doing push-ups, which could be a modification if you need to. You can always do push-ups on the wall, for example. You're going to take a heavier weight, 5 to 12, I'd say. You're going to take your feet on the floor. Now exhale, let me to make sure everybody's good. They are, good. Push up, everybody's good, and lower, that a girl. So you're pushing up, and your feet on the floor, keep going, I'm just talking for a little bit, cueing. Your feet on the floor will help you with that rib connection to the mat. So feel that connection, and the ribs will not come off the mat. And you're not efforting them down, but you're not letting the low back arch excessively as you do this. Make sure you're in a range of motion that feels healthy on your shoulders. Good. If your neck feels uncomfortable, a little correction could be that you put a folded up towel underneath your head so you don't feel like your neck is craning back. And that usually is if you feel like if you have forward head syndrome or a rounded upper back, where that folded towel will help. Last 5, last 4, last 3, last 2, and last 1. And then let that down and take a full body stretch, arms overhead, and reach. 5, you can even shift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to do a fly. So what you'll do is take either the same weight or a little bit lighter, and you're going to go feet on the floor. The weights kiss each other at the top, and you open up. And then keep your feet on the floor. And breathe in as you open, and exhale, breathe out as your weights go towards each other, like your arms are circles or you're hugging a tree. Inhale. 8, like you're squeezing your chest together. 9, a little bit of ab tone on the exhale. 10, 11, inhale. 12, good. 13, kind of circular. Your hand weights will not touch the ground though. You're going to keep the hand weights in the air the whole time until we're done. So that way you're not hyperextending a joint. 1 more. Now when you're ready, you can let the hand weights down. You can take a full body stretch. Inhale, and then come up with your abdominals. Grab a sip. So you see we're going to be getting on and off the floor. We're using that as part of the functional fitness. You're going to be standing up, ideally, without your hands helping you. So any way you want to, no hands. And get a weight that you can do bicep curls with. 5 to 8, I'd say. And bend. Now when you lower, good, Karen, grab a sip, yep, you're making sure your elbows don't bend backwards behind you. 3, good. 4, knees soft. We'll just do a check every now and then on those other joints. 5 that are holding us in stable positions. And we're going to inhale and exhale. Neck is soft also. Jaw is soft. That's an area that is easy to accidentally hold tension in. So you're just soft where you don't need that tension. But you're strong in your biceps. Your wrists are solid. And 14. And 15. And if these were to get too hard, a little trick is put the weights down, grab a lighter weight. So that's always a good trick. Oh, let's do 2 more, guys. Let's do 2 more. Picking up and setting down items. Let those hand weights down. I'm going to put them over here. And I want to do a finger interlace stretch. Now, if you can, lift your arms off your hips. So your arms are up. Notice how your head would be tempted to go forward under the illusion of going higher in your arms or stretching more, but keep your ear in line with your shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give it a little shake. We're gonna do an overhead press, so it looks like this. So it is going to be a lighter weight than that last one, most likely, probably around the 5, well, yeah, like 3 to 7 pounds. So here, you'll know when you push. If your neck has to get involved and you can't release your neck, then grab a lighter weight. 4, good. 5, now your abs are involved in stability right now. 6, so you don't feel like you're wiggling all over the place. 7, 8, 9, good. 10, I like to check the knees every now and then. 11, your abs help you. 12, keep stable. Neck is okay. 13, shoulders are down the back. 14, so it may be getting a little harder here as it should be. It's okay to grab a lighter weight. It's okay to take a little rest. Good, but we just don't compromise form. And we keep breathing. And up. Woo! And then let that down. So I hope that felt fatiguing. Lower those weights. I want to offer that you do cow face pose, and if you would like a challenge, just take a foot up and try one-legged balance. So what this does is strengthen this glute, which that muscle is really important for balance and back care. So we're kind of doing 2 things at once. If it's really hard to do that, then just choose one. Inhale. All right. Yeah. And then lower down your foot. So yeah, this one may be, let's say in a normal tree, you put your foot really high, and if that's too hard, you can put it on your calf. There you go. Michelle, your screen froze for just a moment, and now you're back. So we did tree pose plus cow face arms. But I can see you now. Wonderful. You're tall. Your breath is full. Yep. Inhale. And then exhale to let that down when you're ready. Nice. Now grab a sip if you want. We're going to do some lateral raises with the arms, weights. So this is a lighter weight because our arms are longer. We're keeping our arms long. So one trick is go with a weight. It's a little lighter. So maybe 3 to 7 pounds. 4, 5, knees soft. We'll just check that, right? 6, jaw soft. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Notice how I'm just going to shoulder height. We don't really need to go any higher on these. 14. Now that's 15. We're going to shoot for 5 more. And if you feel like, wow, I don't think I can keep good form with this, or I can't do this weight, grab a lighter weight or rest a couple of reps, maybe that. But if you can, a lighter weight's a nice way to continue without stopping. And then let that down. Great job, guys. Let that down. I'm going to have us come down to the floor. So one way to do that is you can crisscross applesauce. Now I'm going to, without the hands, I'm going to have us do a plank just because it's a great core exercise. So now we do put our elbows on the mat and take your feet long and hold. If you want a little bit more oomph or challenge, pretend you're trying to pull your elbows to your feet and your feet towards your elbows. So it's an isometric challenge. 10. Breathe in. Now lower and your forearms are on the mat, but if you want to add on, put your hands on the mat. So now this is for the posture muscles, the back. So either forearms or elbows. Good. Shoulders are down the back. Isn't that nice? Looking good. Lower down, one pure back exercise. So we're going to do this a little different. Keep your hands here at your temples and lift up and down. Keep your hands off the mat on this one, lift up and down. Good. 3, back extension. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you got it. 9, now stay up but interlace your fingers if you can. If they don't, leave them beside your hips, lift your toes. Now we're doing a sustained endurance exercise for the back. Breathe in. And exhale. If you can do a child's pose, do it. If you need to modify, leave your hips in the air. Breathe. And then take your feet in front of you. Now this is for the upper back posture muscles called the rack. So I'm going to start with my left arm because I do tend to do the right arm first, and I want to make sure I'm even and giving my brain a different pattern. So you might try changing arms. Now lift up your heart, and this is for your posture. 10, the shoulders and the chest. 9, 5, 3, 2, inhale, and then exhale, and I want you to sit any way you want to. I'm going to sit on my shins just because it's something different. So I think it's good. Karen, I would not, just because you fell on the knee. Grab this again for a moment. But it's good to be on the floor and sitting all different positions. So anytime you can get on the floor and change it up, kneeling, sitting cross-legged, then you won't lose that skill. All right, try the other one. So you keep your torso the same, because I know it's easy to accidentally shift. Breathing. Yep. Nice, inhale. Now, if you can, you're going to do one of two things: prayer pose in front or prayer pose in back, and I'll show you what I mean. So it's a little bit harder shoulder stretch. If you're back here, try to touch your thumbs together, the base of your thumb, your thenar pad. Try to touch your knuckles together on the underside, the palm, and work it up. So there's all sorts of ways. That a girl, Jean? 5. Yep, 4, and you're tall. Notice your shoulders. Try to open them. 4. Yep, 3, 2. Now this one's just a feel good. Interlace your fingers. It does get some synovial fluid if you struggle with tight hands, or you've been doing some chores with your hands, or your art or your craft, whatever you're doing. And then we're going to take a prayer pose together down here. I'm touching some hands because we did a lot of gripping, which we need grip strength, but we also can be kind to those muscles. So now I'm pulling my fingers down. Woo! Try the other. Pull your fingers down and drop your shoulders. One more, let's sneak it in. Get ready. Fingers down and pull under. This is the forearm. I like these because you can sneak them in your day pretty easily. Heck, even when I pick up cast iron skillets, sometimes I like to do this stretch. So just try it. Shake it out, take an inhale and go up. And I want you to breathe in all of the wellness to your body that you can. And then exhale, let go of any worry. That doesn't really matter. Don't sweat the small stuff, that kind of thing. So take a moment today. I'm going to soak in all the appreciations and the miracles around me. I'm going to continue to do wellness for my body. Get morning sun. I'm going to get fresh air, full liquids, good food, good relationships, good focus